Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. Let us discuss today the Hindu newspaper of Bangalore edition. The first topic is about High Court admits the review plea by Meitei body on ST status. The context of this particular article is stating about the Manipur High Court admitted a review to do of the petition related to modifying its contentious March 27 order, which had directed the state government to recommend the inclusion of the Meitei community on the ST, that is Scheduled Tribe list. The court issued notice to the union and state governments on Monday, seeking their response by July 5th, the next date of the hearing. So, you know what exactly happening in the state of Manipur related to the issue of providing the ST status to the Métis. Now, the High Court of Manipur accepted the review to be plead about Métis body on ST status. This topic comes under your General Studies 2, Indian Polity. Next one is about Punjab step in to help Karnataka with its free rice scheme, that is Annabhagya. Remember, as the manifesto released by the Indian National Congress, the election of 2023 in Karnataka, they included the Annabhagya scheme as well. So on Monday, the Congress government in Karnataka, which is struggling to procure rice for its ambitious project, that is Anna Bhagya, on Monday they received a ray of hope after the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab agreed in principle to supply the requested quantum of rice. So, under the scheme, the Karnataka government plans to enhance the free rice given per person in BPL, that is below poverty line card, from 5 kg to 10 kg. This is estimated to cost the exchequer of 840 crore monthly and 10,092 crore annually. So in this scheme, the Karnataka government is going to get help from the Punjab government, which ruled by the Aam Aadmi Party. Right. So moving towards the next important article that is related to your art and culture. So archaeologist finds Mesolithic era rock painting in Guntur region of Andhra Pradesh. So this article stating about the Mesolithic period rock, that is Middle Stone Age. That rock painting depicted a person tilling a piece of land has been found by Dr. Kanabadu. Right. So Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh has this particular painting. Urvakalu village in Guntur district. Okay, it's a cave shelter. Remember, this cave shelter painting roughly aged of 5000 BC. And also, it is easy for any historians to understand about the culture of the people and how the way they lived. So according to this particular resources, it is talking about the social life of the people who lived in that particular area. Tilling means it clearly shows that they are engaging in which activity? Agriculture activity. Apart from that, a man holding a plow and appearing to be tilling land, an indication is telling the semi-settled of life. And the members of this community domesticated the animals also for the purpose of harvesting the crops, that is agriculture. Remember all the cave shelters which belong to the oldest evidence of India that about the man lived in our country and the way of life how they practiced. So likewise, this particular topic comes under your general studies one, that is ancient history of India. Okay, art and culture under the cave paintings. Okay, cave paintings. Right. So these are all the important areas to be focused of this particular article. Moving towards the next article that is related to your editorial. This editorial is talking about the refugees. What exactly it's all about. Let us have a look of this. Okay, so the editorial is stating about refugees as assets to their new countries. As we commemorate at another World Refugee Day on June 20th, in this particular day, we honor the individuals who have endured forced displacement due to conflicts and unrest worldwide. You know about refugees always used to go to the different states for the purpose of living whatever the problem happening in their particular state. So refugees always wanted kind of opportunities. You know, from one country to another country, they will go as a refugee when this particular country has any kind of problem. So they wanted to be self-reliant and also they wanted to use their talent to get some kind of job opportunities. Okay, right. So now this article is talking about the refugee youth of talent, matter of talent and matter of prospects. They want opportunities, not any kind of handouts. So the self-reliant and eager to use their talents, passions to contribute to the communities. So they were away from their home, but they need kind of opportunity to expose their talent as well. So this particular day, they are talking about refugees to be an asset to their new countries, not as a burden. So that is a major theme was written by Oscar Mundia as a chief of mission UNHCR India and the Maldives. So taking the important of the particular article, we need to understand the World Refugee Day of 2023 importance. What is that? This World Refugee Day has theme on every year, which is providing the idea of how they are going to celebrate the particular year. Okay, World Refugee Day is an international day designated by the United Nations to honor the refugees around the globe. It falls each year on 20th June and celebrate the strength and courage of people who have been forced to flee their country to escape conflict or persecution. Right? So the theme is very important for us. Hope away from home is the theme of 2023 World Refugee Day, which is known as what? Hope away from home. That is the major theme of this particular year Refugee Day. Okay, so the importance, the communities of the refugees who were living around the world, they found safety and providing them to get access of the education, healthcare, employment, and other essential services. It also means them into our communities and creating a sense of belongings. Okay, right. So these are all the important area to be focused on this particular article. Moving towards the next article, it is related to the safety first. You know about the context, what exactly happened in Sri Lanka. Two patients have been recently been given Indian-made anesthetic drug in Sri Lanka, and they died. This has raised question about imported Indian drugs. So India's regulators must ensuring the quality and safety of the drugs they are exporting to other countries as well. That is the point. Okay, remember two people have died after being given the Indian manufactured anesthetic Bupi vaccine. So Indian drugs were in the news again in May 2023 as well when doctors in Sri Lanka's central province reported lot of complaints of the visual impairment among 10 patients who were administered Indian medicines after their eye surgery and presence of germs in the eye medications as a reason for their patient's condition. So India is supplying medicines to Sri Lanka. Remember, for years, India has been Sri Lanka's top source of the medical supplies, accounting for nearly half of its pharmaceutical imports. That is, 2022 told about around 450 US dollar billion, 450 million US dollars. The trading link became more crucial in the wake of Sri Lanka's economic crisis. So the crisis in Sri Lanka continuing the procuring essential medical supplies from India only. So just adding to Sri Lanka, what are all the other countries that India is exporting their drugs? That is all about this article. You can take a look of it. So you can take see Uzbekistan, Gambia, all other countries are getting like the Indian drug. So this article is stating about we need to have a proper regulator in terms of exporting the Indian drugs to avoid these kind of issues in the future. That is this article it's stating about. Right, moving towards the next one, which is related to your important topic of INS Kirpan. India gives INS Kirpan to Vietnam, which is focusing on enhancing the defense relations and security. Okay, this article is stating about the indigenously built in service missile corvette, that is INS Kirpan, to Vietnam to enhance its naval capabilities. So when was a bilateral talks with this visiting Vietnamese counterpart named called General Phan Van Gang. So this event happened. So here you need to understand the importance of the missile. One is about the Kirpan. Okay, INS Kirpan. Remember, it is indigenously built in service. It is a Kukri class missile, which is corvette commissioned into the Navy on January 12, 1991. It has a displacing capacity of close to 1,400 tons. It is capable of speed of more than 25 knots, and the Kukri class are equipped with diesel engines. Assembled in India. Assembled in India. The ship is fitted with a medium range gun of 30 close range guns, chief launchers, and surface to surface missiles. It performs the wide variety of the roles, including the coastal and offshore patrolling, coastal security, surface warfare, anti-piracy, and also humanitarian assistance operations. This particular INS Kirpan was gifted to Vietnam by India for the purpose of enhancing the defense relations and security between both the nations. Moving towards the next article, that is in your economy page related to the finance ministry. So what exactly the announcement is about? Finance Ministry calls for efforts to push farmers to cultivate the millets. So, Finance Ministry urges the NABARD to increase the land area cultivated with the millets. The ministry also advises improving the rural income and protecting the returns of farmers already growing the millets. So it is focusing on what? Increasing the millets production. For that purpose, Nirmala Sitharaman is like urging the NABARD to increase the land area cultivated with the millets. Here, we do have the value added, which is known as NABARD. What is mean by NABARD? NABARD is a development bank focusing primarily on the rural sector of the country, particularly the rural sector of the country. And it is also apex banking institution to provide the finance for the agriculture and rural development. And it is responsible for the development of small industries, cottage industries, and any other such village and rural projects. It is a statutory body established in the year of 1982 under the Parliament Act, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development Act 1981. So the function, as I said, they used to do supervision of all cooperative banks and regional rural banks and core banking sectors as well. As per this particular article, Finance Ministry is calling and also urging the NABARD to increase the land area cultivated with the millets. Okay, so this is your article related to the business. Right, moving towards the next part, that is your Press Information Bureau. This is related to multinational peacekeeping joint exercise, which is known as Exercise Conquest 2023, featuring the participation from military contingents and observers from over 20 countries. Has commenced in which state? Mongolia. So the exercise is co-sponsored by Mongolian Armed Force and United States Army Pacific Command. So in this particular multinational peacekeeping joint exercise, even India is also participating, representing by a contingent from the Garhwal Rifles. Okay, right. Next one is about NIXI, National Internet Exchange of India. National Internet Exchange of India celebrated its 20th foundation day today. That is yesterday, 19th of June. It is unwavering dedication towards building India's internet infrastructure. So this particular Exchange of India is like focusing the infrastructure of the digital, that is internet. You know about the usage of this users of this internet is like more amount of people in India only. Okay, moving towards the next one. Dakshta for young professionals now live at IGOT Karma Yogi. Development of attitude, knowledge, skill for holistic transformation in administration for young professionals is now live in the IGOT Karma Yogi platform. You need to understand what is meant by this Karma Yogi. Before going into that, this particular professional course providing the functional, domain, and behavioral competences by acquainting learners with subject crucial. So here around 40 professionals and consultants in Niti Aayog are undergoing the phase-wise induction. What is mean by this Karma Yogi? What is a need? See, there is a need to develop domain knowledge besides the administrative capacity in the bureaucracy. Administrative capacity in the bureaucracy. There is need to formalize the recruitment process and match the public service to bureaucrats' competence and also right person for the right job. The plan is related to the right to a recruitment level and an investing in building more capacity to the rest of their career. Okay, so the reforms in the Indian bureaucracy, the need of power, and it is a major reform undertaken in the recent year to transform it. That is known as Karma Yogi. Okay, so Mission Karma Yogi, you need to understand. And here, IGOT Karma Yogi platform, IGOT. It stands for Integrated Government Online Training. Integrated Government Online Training. It is a portal comes under the Ministry of HRD. Okay, Diksha platform for the purpose of capacity building. So this Karma Yogi is a continuous online training program which would allow all government servants from assistant secretary to secretary level to undergo continuous training depending on their domain areas. All kind of courses from international universities will be made available on the platform for officers to take. That is the importance of this IGOT Karma Yogi. Next, Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda had said the government is working on innovative method to tackle the sickle cell disease. Mr. Munda said this while chairing the sensitization workshop on sickle cell anemia disease in New Delhi. What is the sickle cell? Sickle cell diseases. This is about the chronic single gene disorder. Chronic single gene disorder. Okay, this is about causing a debilitating systematic syndrome characteristics characterized by chronic anemia, acute painful episodes, organ infarction, and chronic organ damage, and by a significant reduction in the life expectancy. This is called the sickle cell disease, right? So symptoms chronic anemia means leading to fatigue and also weakness and paleness, painful episodes like all your bones, chest, back, arms, and legs, delayed growth and puberty. These are all the major causes of this particular disease. Right. So the Tribal Affairs Minister has said that government is working on innovative methods to tackle the sickle cell disease. Then Indian naval ship INS Kiltan arrived at Chattogram on Monday for a 3-day goodwill visit as a part of ongoing close cooperation between the navies of Bangladesh and India. The ship got warm welcome by the Bangladesh Navy as well. We need to understand the few points related to the Kiltan INS. Kiltan, it is indigenously built anti-submarine warfare stealth corvette. It has been recently introduced into the Indian Navy. It is the latest indigenous warship after the Shivalik class. So Kolkata class and the sister ship INS Kamorata and INS Kagmat. So it is India's first major warship to have a superstructure of carbon fiber composite material, resulting in improved the sleek features as well. Right, this particular ship got a warm welcome by the Bangladesh Navy as well. Last part of the discussion, that is vocabulary for the day. The first word is about pertinent, relevant to something, which is known as meaning. We'll go through the synonyms and antonyms of the same word. Next one is biode, to sustain or encourage. Thrive, that is flourish. So go through the synonyms and antonyms of the word as well. All these topics, it is very important for the day. So stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.